Hello, Cyclones fans. I'm here with head men's basketball coach Tim Fusina after the 93-91 overtime victory over Rosemont. Now, coach, obviously, definitely tale of two halves once again. But obviously a mirror image. I mean, we shot 51.7% in both halves, and we're down 10 and came back and got the victory. Just talk about what you said to the guys at halftime.
What I said I can't repeat, but the difference in halves has to do on the defensive end, where Rosemont shot almost 56% in the first half and then shot 37% in the second. That's how we got back in. That's how we got back in. We knew going into tonight's game we had to make them guard. We knew if we made them guard, we would be successful on the offensive end. It just came down to could we talk consistently on the defensive end and get enough stops to win. And luckily we were able to do that tonight.
I mean, Rashawn with another big game. I mean, 29 and obviously a career high 13 rebounds, and obviously the layup with 3 seconds remaining in overtime, and then Jake hitting some big shots down the stretch, and Zachy with 7 assists, finding pretty much everybody in the second.
There were a lot of big plays tonight by those guys. Rashawn was unstoppable in late second half and in overtime. Jake hits a big 3. In overtime, the second possession, I think, to put us up 1, and I think we were up to stay at that point. Paul Jones, who ended up fouling out in overtime, has 20 points and 6 rebounds. Zach Dumich, a quiet 15 points, but at the end of the game, dominated on both ends of the floor. Was able to get in the lane. He had a huge tip in. That I can't remember if it was the second half, end of the second half, or in overtime. He had a huge tip in. Hit a 3 at the end of the shot clock that helped us, that gave us a lead. That was in the second half. Those guys did a great job tonight. Everybody did a great job. Justin Davis called upon in overtime when Paul Jones fouls out. Justin hadn't played in 15 minutes, and he comes in overtime and gets 2 huge stops for us and assists us in getting stops. And he gets a couple big rebounds in overtime. I mean, just everybody that played contributed. It was a great team win. We needed to win. We needed this win. Didn't play well over the weekend. Had some, just didn't play well. We weren't playing well. We needed this game tonight, and we were fortunate enough to get it.
Now, obviously, victory is always great, but what can you take away from this game?
To improve?
Yeah.
Our level of talk on the defensive end over 40 minutes. I think that's why we dig holes for ourselves. I think that's why we're down 7 at the half. I mean, we cut it to a 1-point game going into with about a minute left in the half. We give up a transition layup and a foul, and because we don't talk, and then we give up a 3 at the end of the half to put us down 7. So 6 points we hand Rosemont at the end of the half after we fought back to get it within 1. We have to talk. If we're going to be where we want to be, we have to talk on the defensive end. If we don't talk on the defensive end, we'll continue to struggle.
Okay. And then just talk about going into this weekend, obviously FDU Saturday, and then into the city to play John Jay on Monday.
Yeah, we close out the semester. FDU has had a decent year. They have some good wins. They beat Stevens. They had another win this week, I think the other night. We don't know much about them right now. We'll learn more about them tomorrow and Friday leading up to Saturday. It's a good game. First time we've played FDU since I've been here, so it'll be interesting. A home game, which is always fun for us because we get great crowd support. And then John Jay. We ended our semester last year with John Jay at home. They beat us, so we owe them a return trip, and hopefully we can get a win there.
All right, thank you, Coach. That is head coach Tim Fusina after the 93-91 overtime victory over Rosemont.